morning, students. In my last class, I discussed two types of plant layout, that is product layout and fixed position layout. Means in last class we covered what is a product layout, what are the advantages and disadvantages of product layout, and what is a fixed position layout. Today we will discuss another two type of plant layout, that is cellular manufacturing layout and combined layout, along with the advantages and disadvantages of fixed position layout. So first we will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of fixed position layout, and after that we will discuss what is a cellular manufacturing layout and combined layout. So before starting the advantages and disadvantages of fixed position layout, let me remind you what is a fixed position layout. Fixed position layout, the word itself says that in case of fixed position layout, something is fixed. Here, what has to be fixed? In case of fixed position layout, the plant fixes the product in a particular place, and to that place, every resources means into that place the main materials and other resources should have to go to that place for manufacturing that product. So in case of fixed position layout, the plant fixes the product in a particular place, and after that the every resources means after that the main machine and other resources should have to move to that place for manufacturing that product only. So generally this type of layout selected by a plant which produces heavy product, which produces bulky product. The farm which produces bulky product, it is advisable them to fix the product in a particular place, and it is advisable them to move material machines and men and other resources to that place for producing the goods, because it is impossible for them to move the product from one workstation to another workstation for manufacturing. Generally the product moves from one, or the semi-finished goods moves from one workstation or one department to another department for manufacturing. But due to the bulkiness or heaviness of a particular product, it is difficult or it is impossible for the plant to move that product from one workstation to another workstation. So in this case, it is advisable to the plant that the plant must have to fix their product in a particular place, and to that place every resources should have to move, and men, machines, other resources should have to go to that place for manufacturing that product. Generally, this type of layout accepted or adopted by the organization who produces bulky goods, means the manufacturer of locomotives, manufacturer of ships, generators, and we can say the construction of building, or the constructor of buildings also adopt this type of layout. So in case of fixed position layout, the product is fixed in a particular place, and to that place every resources should have to move for manufacturing that one. So first I will discuss various advantages of fixed position layout. Means fixed position layout having various advantages, various merits also. What are the merits of fixed position layout? Let me discuss one by one. First one is the man machine can be used for wide variety operations producing different products. Means by using few machines and few human resources, the organization or the plant can able to produce large variety of goods, or number of goods. Means the plant engage some machines and some human resource to produce for a particular product. After producing that product, the organization again assign these machines, and again engage these machines of human resource for producing another product. So if the plant uses, or if the plant select this type of layout, then by using few machines or few human resources, organization can able to produce more variety of goods. Next advantages of fixed position layout is that the investment of layout is very small. So if the plant select this type of layout, then the investment is very small. How? Means in case of fixed position layout, a particular place is required for producing the goods. Means the organization or the plant should have to identify a particular place where the product can be fixed, and to that place only everything should have to move, and the main machines and other things should have to go to that place for producing the goods. So the semi-finished goods and other resources, other materials should be kept in that place only. So it is not required for the organization or the plant to create or construct separate section, means separate department for other things, other resources, means it is not required to create a storehouse for storing the semi-finished goods, but because semi-finished goods are kept or fixed in a particular place. So in case of fixed position layout, the investment on layout is very small. Next advantages of fixed position layout is that the worker identifies himself with the product. Means in case of fixed position layout, the product is fixed in a particular place, and to that place few workers and machines and other resources should have to go. And the workers, after producing a particular product, they move to another place, they're engaged, they'll be engaged for producing another goods. So workers can identify it by a product himself, and they can take the pride of a particular product. Means workers are engaged in producing a particular product only. After producing that product, to they can move to another place for producing another product. So workers are responsible for producing a particular product only, and if they successfully produce that product, they can take the pride of that product. And next advantages of fixed position layout is that low cost of material handling. In case of fixed position layout, means if the plant select this type of layout, the material handling cost can be minimized. Means in the case of fixed position layout, the manufacturer can be able to reduce the material handling cost, and that can ultimately lead to reduction of production cost. How the material handling cost is reduced in case of fixed position layout? In case of fixed position layout, everything is fixed or kept in a particular place. So means the semi finished goods and the materials are fixed in a particular place. There is no requirement of using material handling equipment, material handling machines for moving the materials or moving the semi-finished goods from one department to another department for manufacturing. So there is less transportation cost, and there is a few requirement of machine material handling equipments. So the farm can able to reduce the material handling cost to a large extent, because everything is fixed in a particular place, and that place everything should be produced, and there is no requirement of moving the product from one place to another place. So there is no requirement of material handling equipment, so that the farm can able to reduce the transportation cost, means farm can able to reduce the material handling cost, and uh, that ultimately leads to decrease in the cost of production also. Next Next advantages of fixed position layout is that smooth and continuous operation. In case of fixed position layout, the manufacturer can able to produce the product in a continuous manner, in a smooth manner, because everything is kept in a particular place. The product is fixed in a particular place, and there is no requirement of moving the product from one place to another place. In case of process layout, the product should have to move from one place to another place, means one department to another department, and um, the de- and the machines in a particular department are engaged in various operations. Then that semi-finished goods should have to wait for further processing. So in case of process layout, the production or the continuity may be hampered, but in case of fixed position layout, these things cannot be happen. In case of fixed position layout, everything is fixed in a particular place. The main machines, the product is fixed in a particular place, man machine everything should have to go to that place. And sometimes the organization kept some machines and some equipments to that place, to that place for producing the particular product. So everything is available in a particular area, so the manufacturer can able to produce that product in a smooth manner and in a continuous manner. Next, uh, continuous flow of work. Next advantages of fixed position layout is that continuous flow of work. In case of fixed position layout, the manufacturer can able to continue the flow of work, means without the interruption, the manufacturer can able to produce the goods, means everything is available in a particular area, and the main machines should have to move to that area, and the organization identifies the path through which the product through which the materials, human resources, and other equipment should have to move. And by moving these resources, the organization can able to produce. The organization can able to uh, produce the goods in a continuous manner, in a smooth manner. And in case of fixed position layout, there is a continuous flow of work. Next, optimum use of floor spaces. In case of fixed position layout, there is a requirement of identifying a particular place where the product should have to be fixed. So in that place, everything can be every resources should have to be arranged. Means in that place, the men, machines, and other resources should have to move to that area. And sometimes the farm or the manufacturer kept some resources to a particular to that area only for further processing, for manufacturing that product only. So everything is available in a particular area, means the manufacturer adjusts everything in a particular area, so the manufacturer able to use um, the space, available space, in a perfect manner. And there is a optimum use of perfect use of floor space available. Next advantages of fixed position layout is that lower manufacturing cost per unit. In case of fixed position layout, the manufacturer able to reduce the manufacturing cost also. How? In a particular place, everything is arranged. Means in a particular place, product is fixed, and other resources should have to move to that place only, and there is no requirement of maintaining a separate storehouse, maintaining a separate workstation for the employees, and in that area only everything is arranged. So with less cost, the farm can able to produce the goods. So the farm's manufacturing cost ultimately reduced. And effective inspection of work. In case of fixed position layout, inspection of work, yeah, the farm can able to inspect the work in a perfect manner. Means everything arranged, everything is available in a particular area. Means the worker, machines, and other resources should have to move to an area or move to a place where the product is fixed. Means everything is kept in a particular area, and the plant superintendent can able to visualize, able to inspect that area only. So that there is a possible of effective inspection of work. So these are the various advantages of fixed position layout. And fixed position layout having various disadvantages also. So what are the disadvantages of fixed position layout? Let me discuss one by one. Higher initial capital investment in special purpose machine. Means for producing a particular product, if the plant requires special purpose machine, or if the plant requires special machine for moving the materials, for moving the men to that place, then the farm should have to purchase that one. And for that reason, organization or the plant incurs some cost. So in case of fixed position layout, it is marked that there is a higher initial capital investment, high overhead charges. In case of fixed position layout, there may be a high overhead charges. Means the human resources and other resources of the plant should have to move to should have to move to a particular place only. And sometimes labor are kept, sometimes labor have to stay to that particular area for producing the goods, and after completion of the product they can move, they can go to their place only. So in this case, generally the labor charges high wages, high salary. So this ultimately leads to increase in overhead charges of the organization. Next, breakdown of one machine will disrupt the production process. Product is fixed in a particular place, and the human resource, other resources, means human resource, other resources or materials should have to go to that place for producing the goods. In case any machine's failure, or in case any machine break, then the production hampered, because without using a machine the product cannot be manufactured. So in case of any breakdown of machines, the production process is hampered. But in case of process layout, in a particular section or a particular department, there are various types of machines are installed. So in case of breakdown of one machine, the manufacturer able to use another machine, another similar machine for manufacturing the goods. But in case of fixed position layout, a particular machine should have to go to that place for producing the goods. If that machine machine breaks down. If that machine failure, then the production process may be hampered. Next disadvantages of fixed position layout is that lesser flexibility of physical resources. Means in case of this type of layout, there is a lesser flexibility of physical resources. Means men, machine, and other resources should have to attend a product first, a product only. After manufacturing that product, they have to move to other place for manufacturing another product. So unless until they complete or they manufacture a particular product, they are not allowed to go. They are not allowed to produce another product, so there is a lesser flexibility of physical resources. For many fixed position layout, the work area may be crowded so that little storage space is available. Means for every in case of fixed position layout, in case of fixed position layout, everything arranged in a particular area only, and that area may be crowded because everything is kept in that place only, and there is a problem arises for handling the material in a perfect manner. So these are the various disadvantages of fixed position layout. Next, I will discuss another type of plant layout, that is cellular manufacturing layout. So cellular manufacturing layout means what? Manufacturing layout involves grouping of similar machines or grouping of different machines in a particular cell. Cell means what? Cell means a particular group. So in case of cellular manufacturing layout, means if a plant select this type of layout, then the production manager of that plant first identifies or first create different cells, and after that he has to install similar type of machines, or he has to install different types of machines in a particular cells, and particular cell functions like a product layout or process layout. Means in a particular cell, the production manager should have to arrange the machines in such a manner that the output of one machine can be used as input for another machine. Means in case of cellular manufacturing layout, the organization of the plant first creates various cells, and in a particular cell, the production manager of the plant has to arrange different machines in a sequential manner, so that the output of one machine can be used as input for another machine, and a particular cell performs or cell function like a product layout or process layout. So each cell in cellular manufacturing layout is formed to produce a single part or few parts of all with common characteristics. Means in cellular manufacturing layout, the production manager first creates various cells, and in a particular cell he has to arrange different machines, and particular cell functions like a product layout and process layout. Means in a particular cell, same type of product can be manufactured. Means a particular cell is meant for producing a single part only, or if in a particular cell few parts may be manufactured, but that parts having the common characteristics, and that part have to follow the similar machine setup. So if the plant select this type of layout, then the manufacturer can able to produce more variety of goods simultaneously. Means the production manager first has to identify or first has to create different cells, and in a particular cell he has to arrange different machines, and simultaneously each cell has to be performed. So in a particular cell, the manufacturer able to get or able to produce variety of goods, varieties of product. So the farm can able to get varieties of goods and varieties of parts if that plant uses this type of layout. So each cell in cellular manufacturing layout is formed to produce a single part. Means in a particular cell, the manufacturer produces a single part only, or the manufacturer can able to produce few parts if that part having similar characteristics, if that part uses similar machine setup for manufacturing that one. So this type of layout generally selected by a plant which performs multi-operational works like garment industry or garment. Take the example of garment company. Garment company engaged in performing various types of activity like printing, dyeing, stitching or weaving, or stitching or weaving, or perform different type of activities. This type of plant generally uses cellular manufacturing layout. So in case of cellular manufacturing layout, the production manager first identifies different cells, and after identifying different cells, he has to arrange different machines, or he has to arrange different machines in a sequential manner, so that the output of one machine can be used as input for another machines. So in case of garment companies, this type of layout is followed. Means the production manager of garment company first identifies different cells, and in a particular cell different machine setups are arranged, and in a particular cell a particular parts can be manufactured or particular functions can be performed in a particular cell. Means in cell one the garment companies or the manufacturer of garment product can able to print the garment print the fab can able to print the fabric, and another cell the manufacturer can able to stitch that fabric, and in another cell the manufacturer can able to dye that fabric. So in case of cellular manufacturing layout, various cells are created, and after that, in each cell, various machines are arranged, so that simultaneously more and more parts can be produced. So this type of layout also can be adopted or selected by electronic goods producing company. Take the example of TV manufacturer. So generally, TV manufacturing company adopt this type of layout. Means first the manufacturer or the production manager of that plant arranges or creates different cells, and a particular cell is meant for producing a particular parts only. Means in a particular cell, means in cell 1 the manufacturer can able to produce the picture tubes of the TV, and in a particular and second cell, in cell 2 the manufacturer able to produce the sound system of the TV, and another part or another cell the manufacturer produces different nut bolts which is required for assembling, which is required for producing the TV. So in case of TV manufacturing company, this type of layout is followed. Means in this case the production manager first has to identify or create different cells, and after that he has to arrange different machines in a particular cells. So this is the diagram of cellular manufacturing layout. In this diagram, there are four cells. First one is the cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, cell 4. In cell 1 or cell 1 and cell 2, different type of machine setups are arranged. Since in cell 1, there are 5 machines are arranged, and the arrow mark shows the path of path of material flows. In cell 1 there are 5 machines, and the output of one machine, first machine, can be used as input for another machines. So in case of cellular manufacturing layout, the production manager first identifies or first create different cells, and each cell performs like a product layout or process layout. Means the farm can able to produce different parts of a particular product simultaneously. So this is all about the cellular manufacturing layout. Next I will discuss the advantages of cellular manufacturing layout. Cellular manufacturing layout also having various advantages. Let me discuss all the advantages one by one. First, cellular manufacturing provides for faster processing time, less material handling, less WIP, and reduced setup time. Means in case of cellular manufacturing layout, the plant can able to produce different parts of a product simultaneously. So after getting different parts simultaneously or in a particular time, the farm can able to get varieties of parts of a particular product, so that the farm can send these things to the assembly unit, and at last within a limited time the farm can able to get the finished product. Take the example of TV manufacturing. In case of TV manufacturing, if that plant adopt cellular manufacturing layout, in a particular cell or in various cell different parts of a TV are manufactured, and that can be sent simultaneously, that can be sent to the assembling unit for manufacturing a TV. So there is a the TV can be manufactured at less time, so there is no concept of WIP, and there is no concept of WIP. Means if there is WIP, less amount of WIP, able to reduce the cost arises due to keeping the stock of WIP, keeping the stock of WIP, keeping the stock of raw material, and there is less material handling cost, and the farm can able to reduce the total cost also. And it allows for production of small batches which provide some degree of flexibility. Means in a particular cell, the farm can able to produce some varieties of product, or the farm can able to produce a particular goods with small quantity or with small batches, so that the farm simultaneously can able to produce varieties of goods, and that provide a flexibility to the organization. Means by using similar set of machines, the farm can able to produce more variety of goods, but there is a condition that that product should have to use similar type of machine setup for producing. Next advantages of cellular manufacturing layout is that since workers are cross-trained to run every machine in cell, boredom is less. Means in case of this type of layout, boredom is reduced. Means the workers will not feel any bored because they are engaged in a particular cell. In a particular cell, there are various types of machine, and they are trained to operate different types of machine. So they will they're not responsible to operate a particular machines only. They can able to operate different type of machines, so the concept of boredom and the boredom level or the bore level can be minimized. Better use of human resource is also possible. Means human resources are engaged in a particular cells, and they are responsible for producing, they are responsible for manufacturing different types of product. So in each cell every workers are engaged, so no human resources are idle, and the capacities of human resource can be better utilized by the organization, and it is easier to control. So the plant manager can able to control easily every cell. They have to The plant manager has to visualize a particular cell only, and by visualizing the different cell, the plant manager can able to control the plant easily. Next, disadvantages of cellular manufacturing layout. Cellular manufacturing layout also having various types of disadvantages. So sometimes cell may not perform because inadequate part family. Means sometimes the farm unable to unable to identify different cells because there is inavailability of machines. So due to inavailability of machines, cell may not be formed, because in a particular cell there are various machine setups required. So the farm should have to arrange different machines that have to be installed in a particular cell, and if there is inadequacy of machine, the farm may not able to form different type of cells. Second disadvantages is that some cell may have high volume of production and other have very low production. So it is identified that some cell having higher volume of production, some cell having low volume of production. So the workers engaged in a particular cell which having high volume of production, their knowledge, their capacities is fully utilized. But in case of the cell which produces low variety of goods or low quantity, low volume of goods, the workers' capacity in that cell may not be used by the plant. When the volume of production changes, workers need to be adjusted. Means if in a particular cell the manufacturer want to produce more variety or more volume of goods, then the plant should have to take some human resources from another cell to the and the plant should have to send some human resources from a particular cell to that cell which having higher volume of production. So in that case, there is a problem of adjustment because the workers doesn't having any knowledge. The worker of another cell may not have detailed knowledge about the machine setup in a particular cell, so that it is required to train the human resources, and after giving training to the workers, the plant can able to send that workers to a particular cell only. Sometimes machines are duplicated in different cells, and this increases capital investment also. So in case of cellular manufacturing layout, different different cells are created, and in particular cell different machines are engaged, different machines are arranged. So sometimes in different cell similar machine setup is required, and similar machines should have to install in different cells. So there is a duplication of machines, means organization, if the organization want to create different cells and different cell require similar type of machines, then the firm should have to procure duplicate machines, should have to procure same machines with more number, and that increases the capital investment, that increases the cost of the production also. So this is all about the cellular manufacturing layout. Next, I will discuss another type of layout, that is combined layout. So combined layout, the word itself says that combined layout is the combination of some type of layout. So let me clear you what is a combined layout. Combined layout is the combination of product layout and process layout. So a combination of product layout or process layout is noticed in most industrial establishment. Means it is identified that most industry adopt or select two type of layout for producing a particular product. Um, some uh, some industry it is not possible to implement or to select a pure product layout or pure process layout. So by taking the advantages of they want by taking the advantages of product layout and process layout, they create another type of layout, they install another type of layout, that is known as combined layout. So in case of combined layout, both the advantages are both the character of process layout and both the character of product layout is installed. So this type of layout generally selected by the industry, which involves producing of different parts, and after that if that plant involves assembling of that parts, then generally this type of industry uses combined layout. So, in the plant involving fabrication of parts and assembling of parts, fabrication tends to employ the process layout, while assembly area employ product layout. Means if a plant produces different parts for a particular product, and after producing different parts, and if they assemble that one, then this type of organization or this type of industry select combined layout. So for manufacturing different parts, they uses process layout, and for assembling different parts, for manufacturing a unified whole product, the plant uses product layout. Take the example of soap manufacturing plant. For manufacturing a soap, the material which is required, that is produced by using process layout, and after producing different parts for manufacturing a soap, after manufacturing different parts for manufacturing a soap, then that plant uses product layout for manufacturing a finished good, that is soap. So generally in soap manufacturing industry, soap manufacturing company uses combined layout for manufacturing or for assembling different parts for manufacturing a soap. They adopt product layout, means they arrange different machines in a sequential manner, so that the output of one machine can be used as input for another machine, and at final they get the finished goods. But for preparation of glycerin and for preparation of other components which is required for manufacturing a soap, that can be produced in different sections, in different department or different sections, and that implement the concept of process layout. This diagram uh, clearly reveals the combined layout. So in case of combined layout, the plant adopt both type of layout, that is process layout and product layout. Means in case of combined layout, the organization of the plant arranges different sections, and in a particular section similar type of machines are installed, and that should have to arranged in a sequential manner. Means in vertical mode, the in vertical section the plant install similar type of machines, and in case of horizontal section the plant adopt the product layout. Means in horizontal section the plant arranges the machines in a sequential manner. So in case of this example shows that in first section there is forging machine, and after that there is gear cutting machine, and there is heat treatment machine, and after that there is gear grinding machine. This diagram or this layout is for gear manufacturing company adopt combined layout. So in first section they install the machine which perform the first operation, and sequentially they identify section, and in each section they arrange the different machines in such a way that the output of one machine can be used as input for another machines. And combined layout also having various types of advantages and various types of disadvantages also. So combined layout also having various types of advantages. Let me discuss various types of advantages of combined layout one by one. So in case of combined layout, optimum utilization of resources can be done. Means whatever the resources, whatever the whatever things the organization have, the organization can or plant can able to utilize everything. Means simultaneously the farm can able to produce more quantity, more variety of goods by using different machines. And there is a increase in machine utilization. Means in case of combined layout, there is no machines are idle. Every machines are used for manufacturing some product, and every machines are engaged in particular activity. So in case of combined layout, the machine utilization also be increased, and job enlargement tend to occur. Means the farm can able to produce more varieties of foods. So for that reason the farm can able to increase or can able to provide more responsible to the worker for producing different variety of foods. And there is a compromise between product and process layout with associated advantages. Means in case of combined layout, whatever the advantages of product layout and whatever the advantages of process layout, simultaneously the organization can able to use, so that the farm can able to get maximum operating economy. And there is a shorter travel distance and smooth flow line than process layout. Means everything should have to arrange in a sequential manner. There is a, and everything is arranged in a particular flow, so the product can move from one workstation to another workstation easily, and there is a shorter distance the product has to cover, so that the product can be moved in a smooth manner and in a continue manner, and the product can cover a shorter distance, so the farm can able to get a maximum operating economy. Next I will discuss various disadvantages of combined layout. So first disadvantages of combined layout is that greater supervision is required. In case of combined layout, in a particular area, more variety of products are produced. So plant manager should have to focus on different machines, should have to give importance to different setup and different setup or different product. So there is requirement of greater supervision. High skill level is required. Means the farm adopt both process layout and product layout, so the worker can able to perform in this type of layout if they have higher skills, and it is time consuming also. And time consuming means for producing a particular product, particular line is required. So for manufacturing different product, organization have to arrange different machines, have to arrange different lines. So if the farm having few machines, then production takes also more time. And last disadvantages of command layout is that more investment is needed in this type of layout, and more space is also required. Means for producing a particular product, a particular line is required, and producing different variety of product, different line is required. So this type of a different line or different machinery setup is also required. So this type of layout require more space and more investment also. So this is all about the combined layout. This is all about our today's class. Thank you.